said, conquest has made me what I am, and conquest must maintain me. So under God, dear brother, dear sister in the Lord, conquest has made you what you are, and conquest must sustain you. Your motto must be Excelsior. He only is a true conqueror and shall be crowned at the last, who continueth till war's trumpet is blown no more. Perseverance is therefore the target of all our spiritual enemies. Isn't that right? The world does not object to your being a Christian for a short time or for a time. If she can but tempt you to cease your pilgrimage, if they can halt you and stop you, I heard a true story recently, and this is my first time hearing this story, and I'm adding this. Dr. Tony Evans, a man that God has used mightily, but that's not where the story begins. The story begins with his father getting saved. And as I have talked about in the past with some wives and mothers, some wives and women, Tony Evans' mother could not stand how he was before he got saved, and then she despised him once he got saved for real. This is a strange phenomenon that the devil uses many wives, many women, even after their husbands get saved and start acting right. I've seen this with my own eyes. I'm telling you this story. I've already told you this story. I never knew that this was the case with Tony Evans' mother. It's a common thing that happens. I've seen it many times. God blesses a woman with a man who is already saved, or he got saved, and God has called him to serve him, and she becomes his greatest enemy. And the truth of the matter is, as my children will testify, my greatest enemy for the past 33 years has been my wife. Now, I know that's not popular in these little sweet evangelical circles, but it's the truth. It's a demonic personal. I just know that the devil has used her to try to hinder me from proclaiming the gospel for 33 years. To this very day, she still allows the devil to use her. Now, I deal with her and rebuke her because she's got to learn how to, she probably needs to be saved. I don't know. She's got to learn, if she is saved, to resist the devil and stop letting the devil use her. This is a common problem. I know of many preachers. All they're doing is winning souls and preaching, and they love Jesus. The church loves them. They love it. And you got these women. The devil grabs a hold of their minds and hearts, and they are nothing but a thorn in the flesh. But anyway, Tony Evans' father kept on serving the Lord, and eventually she got saved and became a great wife and mother. A great wife to his father, Tony Evans' father, and a great mother to the children, and all of the children got saved. And out of the bunch, Dr. Tony Evans has preached the gospel around the world many times, in person and via radio and television and so forth. What a blessed story. God used his father to make an impact in his life for Christ. And by the grace of God, that family has persevered, and now his children, Tony Evans's children, are serving God, all four of them. That's how it ought to be. That's a blessing. That's how it ought to be, folks. So, no matter who the devil uses, your wife, your husband, your children, whatever the case might be, mommy, daddy, grandpappy, whoever, there's always going to be a Judas and a Jezebel somewhere in your family or in your church to try to hinder you, try to stop you. And see, you know it's the devil because they're going to be shocked if you quit. The devil just wants to use them temporarily to stop you from continuing your pilgrimage, to use the words of Charles Haddon Spurgeon. The question is, are you going to persevere? Now, my wife, who has been used by the devil to try to hinder me for years, in private conversation, she'll tell you that he's not going to stop serving the Lord. I can tell you that right now. He's going to be faithful, and whatever God put in his heart to do, he's going to do it. Now, she'll tell you that away from me. She'll tell you that because she knows that's true. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if she can but tempt you to cease persevering in your pilgrimage on for Jesus, that is the world and the devil and the flesh and whoever else, and settle down to buy and sell, with her in Vanity Fair. He gets that from the Pilgrim's Progress. Many people don't realize this, but Spurgeon, the great popular preacher, used Bunyan's The Poor Prophet, his book that he wrote in a jail cell. I've been to that jail cell, and I've been to Paul Bunyan's church. The great popular who spoke the Queen's English pastor, we call him the Prince of Preachers to this day. All you have to do is read his works, and you know he had the mother lode of anointing.